Welcome back to Dads, Deals, and Dumbbells, the podcast where dad life meets business hustle and barbells.
We're two dads, one chiropractor, one lawyer, both entrepreneurs trying to balance family, fitness, business, all without losing our minds or our gains.
And today, we're recording on location in Naperville at StretchZone, and we're going to do something a little bit different than a typical podcast.
Yep. Instead of just talking health and mobility, we're going to actually get stretched while we're recording.
And we have a special guest, the guy who's responsible for putting us through all of this, StretchZone owner, nurse, entrepreneur, and fellow dad, Michael Graczyk.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm excited for today.
Same.
This is our second one that we've been able to shoot on location. We have another one we're going to be shooting as the next episode. Okay. But what I really love about this is that we get to go out and meet entrepreneurs where they've built a business and learn some lessons.
Definitely. See some grassroots.
Yeah,
fun stuff.
And you and I have talked about this several times. One of my favorite things about doing this podcast is being able to learn from other people that have built something from the ground up.
For sure.
Whether it's a franchise or you bought a business like you did. Yeah. Because there's always something to be learned, even if the business
started fresh, brand new.
Yeah. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to learn a little bit about stretching because I'll be dead ass honest, I am terrible about stretching.
No one stretches.
Well, some people do.
They should, but they sometimes, and most of the time don't.
They should do it more. I think we can agree on that for sure. Yeah. So Mitch, I got to ask the question, as a chiropractor, are you a little nervous about getting stretched today?
No.
Not at all?
I didn't stretch today, so I can see the difference.
All right. Fantastic.
So I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious to see how tight you actually are.
It's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be ugly.
We're definitely gonna find out.
Yes. So we're here at StretchZone in Naperville with Michael, and we're gonna bring him in just a second, and we're gonna find out just how amazing we feel afterwards, and learn a few lessons along the way.
Let's get into it.
All right, Michael. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for opening up the business to us. We really appreciate it. Why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming in. My name is Michael Graczyk. I'm a registered nurse who decided to venture into a StretchZone. It's exciting opportunity that I discovered fairly recently, and I joined the team, and here we are in StretchZone Naperville.
Fantastic. And before this, what did you do?
Many things. So I emigrated from Poland about 20 years ago. I've done whole bunch of different things from construction to commercial truck driving, but for the past 11 years I've been a registered nurse. I still am a registered nurse, still work full-time at VA Hospital in Hines. I'm running this right now.
Keep them busy. Yeah, my office gets patients from the Hines VA. They're like at the community care type referrals, because I know they have a chiropractor on staff, but sometimes if they're too busy or they're too far away, they'll send them to our office.
Yeah, it's very great.
The VA too.
Great community. I love that. I love working with them. So it's been very rewarding.
Yep.
So talk about a diverse background: nurse, truck driver, entrepreneur now, still work a full-time job as well.
Yeah.
Do you sleep?
I had 3 hours in today.
Solid 3 hours.
Probably a good day, right?
Yeah.
Not a So do you do anything else besides this in real estate?
Yeah, I do dab in real estate. I have a few Airbnb, 2 in Michigan, 2 over here locally, 3 long-term units. So a little small scale, but just something on the side.
Still a good portfolio then. Nice diversified.
I have to tell you, you said small and all these things. I think for the average dad out there, they would be in awe, frankly, about all you're doing.
Average probably like 0 or maybe a half.
Well, in the real estate community, it's a very small scale.
Sure. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, that's fantastic. What made you pick StretchZone as a business to get into?
So, I've been thinking about going into entrepreneurship for the past year or two, and I've been researching different companies, different venues. I've been deep in talks with several different companies. And then I discovered StretchZone, and I saw the effects that it brings. The more research I've done, I saw that it actually helps people. So it can incorporate my background, my nursing background, with the streak of entrepreneurship. I got to know guys. I talked to the staff. I talked to the corporate members, and I pulled the trigger. I mean, I when I say I fell in love with the idea, I fell in love with the concept, and decided to join the team.
So what makes StretchZone more superior, better than like Stretch Club or Stretch Lab or other stretch options?
I'm glad you asked. Of course, we're glad that there's many different stretching facilities because we are there to help people. What makes us different is we have a strapping system which is patented to only StretchZone. So only StretchZone can use strapping system, and that allows us to do a deeper stretch because it stabilizes part of the body where our practitioners can concentrate on actually stretching it. Pretty exciting happened within the past few months. StretchZone released a study, first an industry study that can actually measure the effects of stretching. Actually, the display is, I believe, right behind us. So
okay, that's what this one is over here. We'll have to go through that later.
All of that.
Sure. So basically, before, obviously, when you ask someone, would they feel better after stretching, pretty much everybody said yes, but right now we can put it in numbers. They did believe it or not, it was only 30-day study, and it brought such a big results. Improvement in flexibility, pain reduction, improvement in sleep quality, improvement in energy throughout the day. So it's not only about range of motion, but the domino effects of all of it. So it's pretty exciting. I think we're in a beginning stage of this whole concept. The concept is new. One of our challenges right now is actually to tell people what the concept of assisted stretching is, because not many people do know what that whole industry is about. So pretty exciting times. We're all pretty excited.
Yeah, that's only 2-3 times a week over 30 days. That's not a lot of stretching. So that's pretty good for long lasting.
The study they perform 1 time a week 30 minutes, 2 times a week 30 minutes, and 2 times a week 60 minutes. Obviously, the 2 times a week 60 minutes brought the biggest effects. All of them did bring great effects, but the actual numbers are actually behind us. Even the most exciting, especially with your background, you probably would recognize the 8 to 11% improvement in back flexion. So you might not feel like 8 to 11 degrees in back flexion. It might not seem like much, but that's actually huge. Even a 1 to 2 degree improvement in a back flexion is huge. 8 to 11, it's
when we do our x-rays for someone that comes in for a low back complaint, I do side bending lateral flexion x-rays to see how well the joints are moving. Because on an x-ray, you can literally see, say, L5 moving away from S1 or L4 from 5, 2 from 3. You can see how well that's angling and moving. And usually when someone's coming in, it's locked up. So another great way to get good range of motion on those things. So that's
Michael,
good to see.
Michael, you know who David Goggins is?
yes, of course.
All right, did you read his book?
I did not read his book. Yeah.
So I will tell you, there's a the guy's trashed his body, and if you're listening, David, we'll interview you, and I apologize because you're a beast. Yeah, he has. He's absolutely trashed his body, but there is a whole chapter where he talks about how he got into stretching and how it made a huge difference in his life. So
yeah, his big muscle was his psoas, his hip flexor. So he's like my hip flexor. Like once he unlocked his hip flexor, he unlocked all of his health because he ran himself into the ground and was focused.
That's an understatement, by the way.
Yeah,
that guy should be dead, injured a few times over after that.
Things he's done about it too. It's like I was running, broken legs, my knees were broke, back was broke. Yeah, he
had pretty exciting, pretty interesting personality.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. What's the name of the book? Remember?
Something. Can't hurt me.
Okay.
Yes.
I think it's Can't Hurt Me.
He's got 2 of them, but
Yeah, he's got a couple. He's got one that was written about him, and then one somebody else that someone else wrote, and at least one that he wrote. I think 2 that he wrote.
Can't Hurt Me is his first biography. That's probably his good one.
Yeah. So anyway, not only do you have Airbnbs, not only are you a nurse, not only do you have StretchZone, but you also are a dad.
Yes.
How many kids do you have?
The one 15-year-old. Yes.
Okay. So I've got a 17-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old son, and we did 15. I haven't done 15 with the boy yet. I'm a little nervous about that. From at least my mom swore to me my brother and I were more of a handful in our teenage years than my sisters were. But how is fatherhood?
Oh, much harder than running a business. I'll tell you that.
We're all at the hard way for sure.
It's great to see. So I came into Kyla is my daughter's name. I came into her life when she was 5. So I wasn't there necessarily from the very start, but still seeing that period from 5 to 15, how she obviously grows and evolves and developing her own personality. It's great, and I sometimes forget that she's not 5 years old anymore, and I have to let her do her thing, listen to her, and more listen than actually scout or preach or giving her lifetime advice, because that kid has her own personality, and it shows, and it's developing more and more.
Aren't the conversations getting fun though?
Yeah, and they're sometimes way more mature than I would expect.
Right?
You'd be surprised. Even like I have a 6'5" and a 3-year-old. I'm surprised at how much they've absorbed, or like what they can think, or what they do. So, and sometimes I'll just kind of sit back and let them go do their thing. And I'm like, can't make an entire meal, but I'm surprised you can make yourself breakfast right now. That's pretty cool.
I'm surprised how much I learned from her, because obviously as a father figure, you're the authority, and you putting yourself in someone that teaches your kids stuff. But there are moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, I learned something new from a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, when we prepped for the show today, we sent you a list of questions, and one of them was asking about your signature dad move. And I understand it's cringy dad jokes.
And I'm not going to bring any of them right now.
Oh, come on.
No, because they're very improvised, and they're super cringy, and
all right. No fun dad jokes.
Yeah, but they're nobody would laugh at them besides her and me.
My dad's belongs to like a Facebook group that's literally just like dad jokes. It's got to be like hundreds of thousands of dads, and like every day is just a list of dad jokes. So a lot of them are, you have to pull them out in the moment though. You can't really pre-frame them.
Exactly, and I didn't consider them to be a dad jokes. I considered them as jokes, and so.
Say you're a dad, so any dad joke you do as a dad is a dad joke.
Well, who knows? Maybe a late night comedy is your next gig. I don't know. It's possible.
There's definitely times where I'm like, I should totally do stand up, and
No.
I don't think so. I think I have two more hours in my 7-day time frame.
Yeah, well, you got 3 hours of sleep. You can do 2, I suppose, or 1. Well, so speaking of that, obviously we talk a little bit about the entrepreneur side, the professional side, being a dad side. Let's talk about the fitness side. Obviously, you have this facility, but let's talk about what you do. I understand you do some lifting, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. What else?
Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Muay Thai.
I was going to mispronounce it, so I wasn't even trying.
You pause and
How do you say that?
Yeah, so I've always been passionate about obviously lifting. It's not even an option these days. It's necessary. So you just have to lift, and I do happen to enjoy it, so that's a good thing. I don't lift as much as I used to. Obviously, I used to do CrossFit quite a lot. I don't really have much time for it, so I just pop into a gym whenever I can. Jiu-Jitsu is great, Muay Thai is great. Unfortunately I had to stop about 3 months ago. I had a little health scare that kind of forced me to pause temporarily. Hopefully I'll be back to it, but it's great. It's a great way of not only doing the cardio, but kind of letting yourself go while you're rolling with guys. And for people familiar with Jiu-Jitsu know what I'm talking about. It might sound weird when I say rolling with guys. Sparring.
Not rolling around.
Yeah.
Rolling around is the extra over the line thing. I get it.
Yeah. All right.
So really by getting the stretch down, was it more like selfish? Because you're like, okay, I'm doing all these things. I got to get stretched out. So I might as well.
So I wish I would get stretched out as much as I should, but I'm a little too busy running it. So right now focus is to kind of get the studios to their maximum performance, and then when I have a little bit more time, I might concentrate a little more about on my self-improvement.
My wife and I own our office together, so yeah, we are our worst patients. So how often do you get adjusted? And I was like, I try to go every week, but it usually comes out to every other week. But even like I live with my wife, and if she's like, hey, can you adjust me? I'm like, at some point today.
That's terrible, Mitch. I'm not going to lie to you. I expect you guys to adjust each other all the time.
She'll get busy. It goes both ways.
All right. Well, you said studios. Do you have more than this one studio?
Yes. So there's Naperville, Western Springs, and Willowbrook.
All right. So for the local listeners that we might have, tell us where your facilities are located. So we're at the one on Route 59, Naperville, in front of the AMC Theater.
Yeah. So it's southern Naperville, just north of 95th Street. So right off 59. The Willowbrook studio is of 80 73rd and 75th, right by Highway 55, right on that corner. And Western Springs, not many people know about the Western Springs because it's a very small town, but it's right next to LaGrange, right by Mariano's, over there on 47th Street and Gilbert. So all Willowbrook's maybe 30 minutes from here, Western Springs 40 minutes from here. So all kind of in the same region.
Now, did you open all three at the same time?
So actually, it's an interesting story. I joined StretchZone a year ago, and I signed a contract for studio in Wheaton, which is not up and running yet.
That was
Literally a few weeks after signing, the guys from StretchZone encouraged me to go to our owners meeting, and I was pretty reluctant. I'm like, I literally just signed up. I don't really know much about running it because obviously we haven't opened it. We don't have a location set yet. But I went to our owners meeting, talked to a few people, started networking, and I found opportunity. I met someone that runs that used to have those studios, and he's out of state, so he can spend that as much time as he would like running them. And I purchased those three. So
oh wow.
yeah.
Okay, so they were already built out, existing.
They were built up and running.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good move. I like that move. I did the same.
Oh yeah, you save yourself the permitting process, all the hassles, the startup, logistics. I mean, if you can acquire it ready built, there's a real advantage.
It's much easier. The Wheaton one's still coming up. We're thinking maybe Oak Park as well, but obviously things take time.
Sure. Well, we are excited to be here for this, for sure, and we're going to do a little tour here in just a second. Anything else you want to tell us before we kind of move to the next phase here of the podcast?
Really want to thank you guys for coming over. This is great. I really admire what you guys are doing. Having jobs and doing all this as well, and it's great. Great to get a word out, and I'm really happy that you can experience the StretchZone effect because, like I said, it's still a new concept that we want as many people as possible to get to know.
Fantastic. And one more thing before we wrap up here. If somebody wants to find you on the internet, social media, what have you, what's the easiest way to find you?
StretchZone.com. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram, on just regular web, StretchZone.com. They can easily book online. We have an app as well, or they can always call us.
Okay, what about walk-ins?
Oh, we do accept those as well, of course. Yeah.
All right, so you got tons of options. Fantastic.
Smart move.
All right. Well, let's take a tour and then let's get to some stretching.
Definitely.
Sounds good.
Mike, I'm gonna have you get guys through a tour. Obviously, this is the waiting area. Not much to see here, but we got nice coffee, hot chocolate, drinks. Let's show us where the magic happens.
Yeah, pretty simple. That's where our front person is. There's a little massage chair for guests as well if they want to wait, if they have to wait for their session. Pretty simple setup. From waiting area, we do the intake over here at those tables. Get to know our customers, our potential members, and then we progress to stretches on those particular tables here. I know you mentioned earlier about the strapping. So that's patented strapping system to StretchZone only. Really, no other stretching facility can use those straps, and they're great because they allow practitioners to do a really deeper stretch without having to stabilize the other part of the body with one hand and stretching another. That way, they can focus their full attention on stretching, on mobilizing and on manipulating limbs. So that's proprietary system to the StretchZone. We actually have 5 tables. We just moved one out in the break room, but we have 5 tables. And like I said, setup is pretty simple. We can do multiple stretches at a time. Our stretch practitioners can accommodate up to 5 people at the same time, or even more if there's a need. This is the study that was actually released this year. It was done by StretchZone, and it's the first study in the industry that actually can put numbers to the effect of stretching. The study lasted only 30 days, which is pretty amazing that within 30 days you could see the results. Many things that you wouldn't even think are related to stretching, because it's not only flexibility, not only the deflection of degrees, not only the mobility, but it also improves your sleep. It helps reduce pain. As you can see, 66% reported more energy, 81% of people maintain their original goal with continuing sessions. So that's also important. It's not like one off and their effects disappeared. If obviously you maintain stretching, you maintain those results. Do you have any questions about those numbers?
Is this back flexion as in going forward, or is it lateral flexion?
I believe it's going forward.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. Even better. Yeah, most patients have like their QLs are all jacked up, and then their low back is usually too tight. So bending forward, everything comes from the mid back. So that's important.
That's our pretty much. I want to say most of our complaints is lower back. People with sedentary lifestyle, or as Americans in general, we drive a lot. We don't walk.
You sit down for dinner. You sit down for breakfast. You sit in your car to work. Then you go to work and you sit down.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a pretty common problem.
Yeah.
Tell us about the membership.
So we are a membership-based program. We have different tiers. So our members can come pretty much as much intensity as they prefer. But we have different tiers: once a week, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Every session is 30-minute session. You can stack them up so you can make it an hour. We do recommend 24 to 48 hours rest in between sessions. Just kind of to let the body rest. Some people can be a little sore, especially if they don't stretch too much. The ideal, the optimal option would be 2 to 3 times a week, 60-minute sessions. But obviously, even once a week, 30-minute sessions, we see results. And when I joined the team, that was the most exciting part. Obviously, I knew the effects. I researched stuff online, and then when I came into the studio and I started talking to our members, and I actually saw the effects. I heard the testimonials from the actual members. We have a guy named Chuck. Shout out Chuck. He actually the testimonial on Facebook. He before starting, he wouldn't even bend to the level of passing his knees. He did a testimonial sitting on this table, facing this wall, cross-legged throughout the entire process of testimonial. And Chuck's in his 60s, so that's pretty good to see things like that. We have people literally walking out of the first stretch with comments like, "Oh wow, I can really feel it." So I don't want to sound like I'm overselling it, but this is something that makes you the most exciting. That confirms your belief that I think I made the right decision, joined the right team, the right business.
Nice.
We're always going to ask you what we're looking for, areas of focus. One of them being, I think you just hit shoulders, correct? Yep. So with that being said, a good thing to do, we're going to hit your shoulders and your chest right now. So if you could lay down with your head on the pillow, on your back. So for this one, how we start, I want you to give your arm right here for the upper body. We're just going to warm you up. Loosen that shoulder up just a little bit, okay? So what I usually do to start out, I'll have you scoot just a little bit towards me because I want that shoulder to hang off just a little bit right there. What I like to do is I like to make sure they can fall out to a regular 90-degree right about there. Any pain? No pain? Good. So with this position, that means you have a, rotator cuff is real healthy and everything. You're on an angle right now, but it's kind of lined up towards your head and shoulder. So right there, that's what I like the most. So how to start this, what we're gonna do, I want you to latch onto my elbow back here, and I'm just gonna simply press down. So what I'm doing right now, I'll look right at the camera just to help you guys out. I'm gonna go forward just a little bit. I know my back is gonna be to it right now, but what that's gonna help me is it's gonna help that upper chest part. So when I go here, I'm gonna go down. How's this for 3? Yeah, by the look on your face, yeah, it's different. So now we're gonna do, so first how we start is we do the octable bridge right here, where we get under. And simply, I want you to relax your neck into my hands. And it's gonna slowly start to sink in. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to eyes up, look and move your head twist with my hands, okay? Right here. Boom, okay. This is gonna be a non-verbal section for you, okay? I want you to signal me with hands. This is gonna be our scalene stretch, okay? So now we're gonna be right there. I'm gonna put my hand right here on the mandible, just right about, and I'm gonna press my hand on your shoulder. I want you to take a deep breath in, and then when you exhale, I'm gonna push through so the scaling is gonna start to feel it. Once you start to feel it, I want you to give me a thumbs up, okay? 3, 2, 1, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And thumbs up when you can feel it, okay? There you go. Good, good, good. I want you to spread them out just as much. Palms facing, good. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's probably gonna feel real good for you. Right there. Okay. And that's the upper body section for you. How do you feel?
Great.
That's good, that's good. So, no problem.
All right, Mitch, we're post-stretch. Give me a
Nice and limber. Nice and limber. I think my favorite thing of today for the close corner is the increase in lumbar flexion. Especially people that sit all day, even our patients that stand all day, their low backs are always tight. If you're sitting, it's because they're deconditioned. If you're standing, it's because it's overconditioned. Those muscles are always tight. So that 8 to 11 degree increase in lumbar flexion is massive. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's massive as far as in like each joint being able to move on top of itself. You need to have that full range of motion in your low back. Otherwise, I've had patients where they just pick up a piece of paper, their back goes into spasm, and it's leading from some of those issues. So I liked seeing that as a good result in just 30 days of stretching twice a week. Like that's solid.
Unequivocally, the stretch that I had today, I don't think I could possibly do at home. Not even close.
No.
I wouldn't even do a tenth of it.
No.
Felt good.
Yes.
You know, it was pushing it. But I mean, I definitely see a place for it. No question about it. I think it's one of those things where, I mean, the stretching that you're doing at home, I think part of it needs to be consistency with the workouts that we do and so forth, right? Mm-hmm. You could do it a place like this. It's going to take it to a whole nother level.
Yes. It's basically stretching on steroids in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those athletes out there that have a race, that have something big coming up, or maybe have an injury, this definitely has a place for you. I mean, consistent maintenance is great. You need faster recovery. This is definitely a good option.
Yeah, definitely that missing piece. What are some of your takeaways?
If you want strength, you need to have some mobility.
Yes. There's a guy on social media, the Juju Mufu guy. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He's a bodybuilder, but he can do splits like on two stools and like holding 135 over his head. He'll do splits that way. And he's got the strength, he's got the mobility. He does some pretty crazy like jujitsu, martial arts, like acrobatic type stuff.
I think this is one area
But
probably
he needs it.
better than we do in terms of
The flexibility.
flexibility.
Yeah. They got the flexibility for sure. But the problem is we got the strength.
And we have a few things to learn, apparently.
Depending on who you talk to, but yes. What else do you got? I think I like the assisted stretching because, like you said, it's something that you can't do at home.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you have someone else that can, like a partner that would help you, they're not nearly as knowledgeable as this. Plus, coming from a guy married to a chiropractor who is a chiropractor, we're terrible patients to each other. So, just get some help. Get the help for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you have a little bit of knowledge, and that's great. You use that in your everyday life, but you really want to take it to another level. Do it to a professional.
Yeah, they do know what they're doing.
Yeah. And then I will say for our host, one of the lessons I learned from him is you probably always do more because this guy does an incredible amount.
Everything.
I think he kind of undersells himself. There was I have to say thank you to Michael and the guys for helping us out today. I can understand how Michael gets 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Should probably work on that though.
It does help with recovery all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah, but it was a great facility. I'm really glad we came. I had a great experience today. The facility is professional. It's clean. It's what you want when you go to a place like this. And the staff is fantastic in terms of their knowledge about what to do and how to do it.
Yeah, nice gentle stretches. I was a little hesitant, or a little worried about the shoulder because obviously a lot of range of motion, but fully comfortable the entire time. I got some good stretches. My right shoulder is definitely jacked up from just wear and tear. So definitely need to do that more.
Yeah, awesome.
So,
well, that is a wrap on this episode of Dad's Deals and Dumbbells. If you enjoyed this episode, you learned something, laughed at us and how unflexible I was today, or watched us simply struggle through stretching.
Yeah, definitely. Do us a favor, subscribe, like, review. Make sure you follow Stretch Naperville, Willowbrook, and Western Springs on all their social medias.
Yeah, huge thanks again to Michael Graczyk and StretchZone, the team here for hosting us today, opening it up for us.
Yeah, definitely. And remember, stay strong, stay mobile, and keep showing up for those families.
Now go lift something heavy, tuck your kids in.
and maybe get stretched.